Long ago, the spirits that live in the earth, in the water, and in the sky would speak with the clan of people. Then Lao, the chief of the underworld, became angry with the people of earth. He came from his home below and stood upon the summit of the mountain Nava.
I will destroy this earth with the curse of fire!
Hearing Lao's threat, the people called on the chief of the sky spirits, Scout, who descended upon the summit of Mount Shasta.
Lao, for this curse of fire, you will meet your doom!
Then, from the two mountain peaks, the powerful chiefs began a furious battle, in which all of the spirits of the earth and sky took part.
Mountains shook and crumbled. Fire poured out of Lao's mouth and swept through the forests and villages. Red-hot rocks and burning ash flowed for miles around. The people fled to Salmon's Lake, and they were trembling in the water, asked God to save them from the curse of fire. Two elders descended upon the mountain to offer themselves as a sacrifice to Lao. Then all the earth trembled and the mountains split open. The elders and all the spirits of the underworld fell deep into the mountain as the top of Mount Adama crashed upon them.
Then the rains came and quenched the fire throughout the mountain. It rained for many years until the crater of the mountain that was had filled with water. The clan of people were never again visited by Lao, chief of the underworld, but he did this warning to stay away from Crater Lake.
Volcanic eruptions have shaped Oregon's landscape for millennia, just as the first Oregonis remembered the eruption of Mount Mazama more than 7,000 years ago. Many more remembered when Mount St. Helens blew her top in 1980. Even snowy Mount Hood has erupted as recently as 1907. Yet another more common natural phenomenon is part of every Oregonian's experience: rain. Even the first winter endured by explorers from the United States to the Oregon coast was a doozy.
During the winter of 1806, at their camp at Fort Clatsop near present-day Astoria, the Corps of Discovery recorded only 12 dry days, while it rained for over 100. Here's the story on how they got there.
Jefferson was president. He didn't break the bank when he purchased Louisiana for 50 million francs. But when it was after he got it for the money, he went looking for a crew to map the territory.
He asked his pal Mary whether he would command him, and Mary said he would if another man in tandem. He thought his buddy William may want to come along, but first he had to hook him, so he wrote him this song.
From door to door he pitched a tale of fortune and glory, and a ride in Indiana with 9 that brought the story. There they set the spring train at Canada, where every passerby would hear him singing this song. Everything was ready, so with great anticipation, on May 4th, they departed from St. Louis. Everybody cheered them rolling up the Missouri, passing town after town, if the currents are strong, mile after mile, people join them in song. fellowship in sight. They'd have no choice but to return the way they came. But this time they'd have to paddle upstream the waters of the mighty Columbia. Back in Missouri, the ships returned empty and their missionless consumed a sailor in the poor perished. Just imagine the uproar when, on a late September day, the Port of Discovery sailed to St. Louis with all but one member of their original crew in tow. But the Americans weren't the only ones interested in the Oregon territory. Britain and France both wanted the payment for their own, so they began a fight for sovereignty in the regions through dominance and the fair trade, among other things. In 1824, the Hudson Bay Company set up a new trading post just miles from where the fleet stop had stood. They named the outpost Fort George and assigned a young but fair-minded Elizabeth to assume control of operations there. The man was Dr. John McLaughlin, who would become known as the father of Oregon. Though in his own lifetime he would receive a little recognition for his contributions to the state. He was called the White-Headed Eagle by the native people, with whom he traded peacefully in high life. Laughlin died in 1857. And Oregon became the 33rd state in the Union in 1857, adopting the only state flag to have a different design on the front and back. On the front, our flag has the state seal, and on the back, the state animal, the beaver. As early as 1842, these sailors began following the lead of the corps of trappers, embarking in long wagon trains on a 6-month journey to reach Oregon. After becoming a state, even more set out on the Oregon Trail, which continued at a fever pitch until the construction of the Transcontinental Railroad in 1869.
The journey wasn't easy. Wagons were reserved for food, clothes, and the sick. Others had to walk the entire length of the trail. No matter the weather, they continued from dawn to dusk, day in and day out. It was only when evening arrived that there was time for leisure. They would circle the wagons and gather to tell stories of the lives they left behind, dream of a brighter future, and sing, play, and dance away their struggles on the trail.
Hey, Sammy, with the fat speed butter turn off the back of the wagon, I reckon there's some plenty of children after today's runs. Yeah, Mom, we're gonna head up to the wreck of Betty. We want to see if we can spot any buffaloes run on the other side. That's fine, Sammy, but make it quick. Let's face that. You know it's not safe to be outside the wagon circle after dusk. Okay, Mom. Huh, me and Billy are gonna go look for buffalo under that yonder ridge.
Okay, son. Hey, will you fetch me some buffalo chips when you return? It's almost supper time and we're low on fuel for the fire.
Okay, Pa. Come on, buddy, let's go.
This circle keeps getting bigger and bigger. 8 steps left.
Well, there's no buffalo around here now, but they must have been recently. Look at all the chips he found, and some of them are still ripe. Huey!
After the Transcontinental Railroad reached Oregon, another natural resource came to high demand: lumber. It didn't take long for nearly every old growth tree in the state was cut down.
So much lumber flows through the ports of Portland that it earned the name Stumptown. In 1920, the Society of Oregon's composers held a commission for the state flag. One of the greatest theater organizations in the West submitted his entry entitled Oregon, My Oregon. This became the official state song in 1927. But in recent years, its popularity has worn due to racist language in the original version. After 30 years of work by the Beaverton music teacher Amy Shapiro, words were finally adopted in 2021. Now we sing it for you, our state song, Oregon, My Oregon. During the 20th century, Oregon's population grew at an incredible rate. Lodging brought a lot of money into cities like Portland, and with the spread of electricity, their demands for cheap power led to the construction of the first dams on the Columbia River. These marvels of engineering provided other benefits as well. By controlling the release of water in the wet season, residents of low elevation communities were spared the regular flooding of years past. And by keeping the channels miles and miles further upstream, shipping vessels were now able to transport goods by way of walk to many cities previously out of reach. But construction of the dams had negative effects as well. The Columbia River once filled with uncounted numbers of salmon from the can washed up by one concrete wall after another, prevented fish from making their annual trips to the pond. Also lost under the rising water of many native fishing villages and zones. One of these ancient villages is Salina, which the people that lived there said was. The Swallow sisters built a dam so the salmon couldn't pass upstream, but Coyote wanted to help the salmon make their way to Scotland. So, disguising himself as a baby, he floated down the river in a canoe until he reached the boat, where the sisters took him home to Wyoming.
Roosters went out in search of food. Coyote went to work. Finding some sticks, he pried apart the heavy boulders of the dam. And when they broke down with a crash, the mighty rivers floated over. Then once again the salmon were free to pass the waters of Wyoming.
For more than 10,000 years, we have fished at these great falls. But now, our only place to live, if living you could call it, is high up on the cliffside, gazing down upon the river, with railway and highway between us and deep memories of Wyoming. Deeply we desire to live close to the river, that some of us retreated to reservations far away upstream, where at least we found a place to fish, if fishing you can call it. We keep our own traditions while our hearts reside in Wyoming. Thanks for coming today. Oregon has a colorful history, both good and bad, that we have only just begun to explore. From the indigenous people to European explorers, traders, settlers, and lumberjacks, to present-day Oregonians that continue to come here from every corner of the globe. There are so many tales to tell. And who knows, maybe your own story will be in the next chapter.
Well, I hope you had fun. I did.